Good morning to all of you guys. Welcome back. And a very happy good morning, a very happy week to all of you. So, is my voice loud and clear? Yes. Just confirm in the chat box. And today is the last day, last week of the month. So, today is 25th. And we have this week running till 31st. Yes, so 31st is the last day. So we have 5 days working. Yes, 5 trading sessions pending of this week. Sorry, this month. And this month has a monthly expiry. And if you go by the options, your monthly expiry is on 28th August. So this week, we may see a lot of volatility in the market. The reason of the volatility is that we have a monthly expiry in okay, 27th is the holiday. Yes, Pradeep ji, yes. 27th is the holiday, Ganesh Chaturthi day. So yes, in Maharashtra, yes. Let us also we can always check on NSC holidays 2025. 27th August, Shri Ganesh Chaturthi, we have off in the market. So after 27th off, we have expiry. We have expiry on 28th, right? So here we have 3 trading sessions, and then after and off, we have an expiry, monthly expiry. Yes. So that is likely to be volatile as always. So let's understand the market. How is the market? If you look at, it's been almost 15 minutes since the market opened, and if you see by now, this is the high of the candle, and this is the low of the candle, right? So this is a 5 minutes candle, high at 961 and low at 914. So basically, after a 5 minutes candle, we are within the range. So whenever there is a start of the week, yes, always remember, I think light is not proper, so we'll see it. So whenever there is a start of the week, what happens is we need to see the weekly perspective as well as the daily perspective. So if you check out the weekly perspective, that will remain valid for the rest of the week. If after that, if you see daily, so it gives you better context, better settings. So if I just turn up my settings, I would apply the daily labels, prices, support, resistances. We have the previous day's high low. What all we need, that's what I'm applying here. So to all the viewers, if you have any questions meanwhile, you can put it in the chat. We can take it towards the end after the explanation, or if it is relevant, we can take in between also. Guys, if you have a trading group or your fellows, do share this live stream link with them also, so that this kind of intensive price action analysis may also help them to understand the markets better, right? To prepare a plan for the day. So this will be a big help if you share this link with them. So I have applied, yes, if you see here, let's first look at the weekly perspective. So I'm just zooming out. If you see, this is the weekly CPR. I think, let me go to the daily. Yes, weekly CPR is like this. And if you see the weekly CPR, it's quite bigger. I think this is 0.35. So less than 0.5 is okay. If you see this weekly CPR is here. This is the previous week's low, the gap area is low. And then this is a big candle which happened on the 22nd of August. And this high of 25,084 or 64 thereabouts, we have the weekly resistance. So right now, if you see this candle's high low, this itself is a big range. Yes or no? If you take it from high to low, this is almost more than 200 points range. So right now, what is important to us is to see the market's context for the rest of the week. So far, prima facie, it seems like a sideways week. Whenever this kind of situation is there, it is expected to remain the sideways week. So just that because we have a black and blue color, so let us use a different color. So one thing which we can take out is that primarily market looks to be in a sideways move. So this is the first thing for the week. Any further move upside or down is beyond the range. If you remember last time also we discussed about the 120, that range. So basically 850 on the lower side and 25,100 on the upside. So almost 250 points range is this. Now to break the 250 points range, it requires a lot of strength to the market. Yes, 213. Okay, yes, exactly numbers. So it requires a lot of strength to break a 250 points. I have generally seen that out of my experience, I have generally seen that this kind of 200 250 points range, they didn't get broke in a hurry. So I think not today or tomorrow it should be broken. Maybe on the expiry day, after having the 3 days uh, uh, you know trading sessions, and after being played this range for a couple of days, finally it will break if it has to. Otherwise this is a good range. So my first take on the for the week is like it looks like a sideways week. So let me put it in the chat, sorry, here, that looks like a sideways week because weekly CPR is narrow. ठीक है? This is one thing. What's the range? Range is 25,100 to 24,850. So let's keep it almost 250 points range. Further move is expected beyond the sideways range. So we already know the range. So right now we won't discuss because we are live every day. So whenever that is needed, we'll do that, not immediately. Yes. What should be the strategy? Yes, guys. What should be the strategy in a sideways market? Last time also, I think I said, yes, I think I said, uh, because we've been dealing from this sideways market from more than a week now. So what's the good strategy in any sideways market? Anybody here? I know many of you already know this. बताइए. What should be the strategy? Stay away. Okay. Buy at support and sell at resistance. Yes, absolutely. So the good strategy it is always to deal with the sideways market is buy at the lower trajectory, buy at the lower boundary, and sell at the upper boundary. Sell ATM call put with hedge. No, I'm asking for a directional strategy. Wait for the breakout. Okay. Sell on the upper level and buy at the lower boundary. Yes. So the right strategy is to buy at the lower boundary and sell at the upper boundary. So what we mean by this is that around 25,100 you, if there is a reversal signal, what I mean by that is if there is a sell event, we can sell around 25,100. If there is a buy event around 24,850, we can look to go long. But the more important question is what to do in between. If price is between the range, this is about the idealistic view. Okay, buy here, sell here. But what if it is sideways and the price is at neither of the boundary? What to do in that case? So let me just edit it. Buy around lower boundary if there is a buy setup. So this, don't forget this if thing. Many of you, oh, sorry, this is, many of you, many of the traders, they miss out the later part. I know. Buy around the lower boundary only and only if there is a buy setup. If the price is at the lower boundary, doesn't mean that you just go ahead and execute it, right? That's where people feel like, okay, this is the time, let me pull the trigger. No, it's not like that. Unless there is a buy setup, don't go for it. What's the reason behind? Just that because, and sell around the upper boundary. Either you can keep it if there is a buy setup, or after you can keep it like this, buyers got trapped. But again, how you'll get to know that buyers got trapped? By a sell setup. Many of you may not understand what's the event, but setup is a common word so that everybody can understand. Is this strategy clear to everybody? How to trade a sideways market? If this strategy clear to everybody? Option selling, I already told that, since VIX is around the lower boundary, lower trajectory, it's never a good idea to sell the options at the current VIX. So I think that's, yes. Bataiye. Yes, guys, if you're liking the session, please hit the like button. What to do if the price is within the range? If price is within the range, don't do anything. This we call as NTZ. What is NTZ? Anybody remember? No trade zone. Is it clear to all? Either you sell at the upper boundary if there is a sell setup, or you buy at the lower boundary if there is a buy setup. If price is between the range, from a trading perspective, there is no trade. So this is your NTZ, no trade zone. Okay. But even if market is Nifty is between the range, your stocks can do well. So as a swing trader, you don't need to worry. But for the people who are into this Nifty, this is the strategy thing. Yes. So again, concluding it that it looks like a sideways week because weekly CPR is narrow. This is the range, and further move is expected beyond the sideways range. Now, since we checked the weekly, now what if the range is broken? Let's add that also because it will happen that range. So below 24,850 again. What should be the target? Target is keep the range. Oh, sorry, weekly has three E's. So here it should be 24,850 minus the range. So how much is that? Yes, 24,600. And what's the target above 25,100? Are you able to learn? I'm trying to make you learn and understand the things, the trades set up through these live classes. So I hope you are learning it. 25,100 plus 250, so that 25,350 is the target. You don't need anybody. You can yourself, you can do it. आ रहा है सभी को समझ में? Yes. So this is a, so you should be very prepared about the things what to do, what not to do. Right? Now, since this is the case, these are the targets. Now, if you look at it from a very intraday perspective, suppose we have done the weekly thing, suppose we need to understand it from a very intraday perspective. So I'll remove the weekly levels. Yeah, you see here. From a very intraday perspective, if you see, this is the daily setup, right? Daily CPR, and daily CPR is wide. Whenever daily CPRs are wide like this, we expect it to be sideways again. Now, you may see, okay, it is sideways, you see, saying, but it is going up again. If you look at it on a 60-minute, remember the chart, let it get applied. This was at the lower boundary, and because of the lower boundary closing, we had a gap up. So from 860, we had a gap up back to this. So again, it can go to look at the 15-minute 200. This is again here and a 5-minute. So this rally may continue till 25,016, 25,015, which is just 45 points away. And from there again, it should correct back to 860 or 870, 880 levels. And from there, upon a buy event, that would be a best buy setup as per the price action, CPR, and moving averages, which we call PAT framework. If yes, Challa sir, if there if at the any of the boundary, suppose if you're buying at the lower boundary, your target is upper boundary. If you're selling at the upper boundary, your target must be around the lower boundary, like that. So in that case, upper or lower boundaries are the target. Very nice point. Yes, very nice point. Suppose if you're buying at the lower boundary. Yes, if there is a buy setup, let me keep it here itself. Target is upper boundary. And If upon a sell setup you're selling, around means not exactly, a little above or little below. Yes. So don't keep it exact 850 for profit booking. Suppose you're selling, so you can keep it around 900. Then look for the price action for next 20, 30 points. And then upon a buy event, try to buy. If same with the lower boundary, yes, if we bought here, we can look to book profits around 25,000, 15, 20, 30, and then we give it 30, 40 points leeway and see the price action. So like that. Yes, this is how. Good morning. All right. So let's finally look at the bank Nifty now. Is the Nifty clear to all of you? Just type Nifty in the chat box. If Nifty's analysis clear to everybody, please type Nifty in the chat box. If not, let me know. I'll explain again. I'll summarize again. Clear? Great. So let's come across Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty being, this is last time we analyzed this. Bank Nifty, we discussed that this is underperforming last session. Last week, if you remember, Bank Nifty been underperforming. Let's see this week how it performs. Almost, although Bank Nifty looks like it is in the support zone. So let's see how it gets played out. Let the CPR and all get plotted first. You see, this is again a sideways market, and around the upper trajectory of 56,000, this got rejected once, twice, two rejections, came back to the lower boundary. Now, lower boundary in this case, if you just look at the pure price action, in case of Bank Nifty is around 55,000. So if I just show you this, let me make it a 55,000. I hope the color is good to you to recognize on screen. This is 55,000. So see, after one testing, one more, two. So these are two testings. If today Bank Nifty uh, falls from here and comes down to 55,000, and upon a buy event, this too will be a good buying for a 56,000. So if you look at the Bank Nifty, the range of Bank Nifty is about 1,000 point. Bank Nifty is also in the range, but the range of the Bank Nifty is of 1,000 point, right? From 55,000. So let me put it here. Range of Bank Nifty is 55,000 to 56,000. This is a 1,000 point range. I'll drag it, don't worry. Let me keep it here. 1,000 point, right? So this is the upper boundary, this is the lower boundary. So if I make it a better blue so that it looks darker, this is 55,000 lower boundary. True. Okay. And similarly, let's put one more line at 56,000. So let me put it 56,000 upper boundary. That's it. So twice this get rejected almost from this zone and then coming down to this. Again here, if you see a buy event, this should be again bought. I would also like to draw your attention to a 4-hour chart. Let's see, where is the 4-hour 200 MA? Sometimes that also gets played out very well. So after 1 hour, if you want to check out the moving average on any other time frame, that is a 4-hour time frame, then directly to the daily. So that's how it works, right? So if you see on a 4-hour chart, this is already crossed 200, and secondly, this is around inside this. Now, what is my understanding about the bank Nifty is either it can come down to test 54,500 and then can go up from here, or if it can go sideways for a couple of days and then below the average, this saffron color average will catch the price, and then finally it will start moving up. So my instinct is that we can get it back towards 54,550 to 600. That's where your this is below the weekly support. So let's see how it gets played out. So far this is the range, 1000 point. Although as a theory it should be projected upwards or downwards 1000 point. So if it is broken 57,000 on the upper side, but so far it looks like a bearish setup, so maybe 55,000 is tested first, like that 5 minute also. And it is below the daily and from daily bottom central. So to me, bank Nifty is looking very bearish. 55,000 or below the 55,000, it can find the support, or if it goes further down it can even go to 54,550 to about 600, and that's where it should really find the intraday support and a swing short term support, and from there 56,000 should be tested again. So stay away from the bank Nifty for today. Yes, let it make the bottom, finish the downtrend, and then a good setup is there on the long side. If you're planning to sell, in intraday you can try selling around 55,600 to 500, or maybe on a weekly resistance side that is around 56,000 back. Is the analysis of bank Nifty clear to everybody? Just type BNF in the chat box. All right, guys. So, on this note, now I'm winding up the session. I hope this live stream helped you and we added value to your trading journey. Yes. So, thank you so much for attending us live on YouTube. Yes. Please share this YouTube stream link in your groups so that more and more people get helped with this absolutely sacred analysis to from all the perspective, CPR, moving averages, and the price action. So, thank you so much. Have a great, profitable week. Yes, lots of blessings to all of you. Have a great week. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you.